Well, I guess we're really doing it. Here we go. Yo, what's up guys, it's TBAG, and if you can still hear after that intro, I would like to ask you guys, what the hell is wrong with you? 15,000 likes just so I can rank every door in Battlefield 1 from worst to best? Well, I gotta admit that's some commitment from you guys, so I do respect that. But now we are here, let's do this. I would also like to point out that this video will be the very last worst to best video for Battlefield 1. We started with pistols all the way back, we made tons of videos, and now we're gonna end it with doors. You know, until I'm running out of content, and I guess we'll rank every window or something like that. Anyway, let's start off this list. There are about 16 different doors in Battlefield 1. Yes, I counted them, and yes, I ranked them. For the people wondering how I rank these doors, it's actually very simple, from a defensive perspective. I think a door is more useful to a defending team than to a attacking team, if that makes sense. So I rank these doors in order of usefulness to someone on the inside or on the other side of said door, and I'll explain more about that throughout this video. So let's start off with the worst door in Battlefield 1. They don't really have names, so I'm gonna name them myself. And the worst door is the big fancy glass door. I think most of you can now see where I'm coming from with the defensive perspective. This door is not protective at all. First of all, it's almost 100% see-through, so it doesn't provide any visual cover. So if you are on the other side, the enemies can see you right away. It's also terrible at stopping bullets. It breaks down very easily, and after a couple of rounds, there is no door left at all, especially when throwing a grenade, but that's for most doors in Battlefield 1, we'll touch upon that later. So the big fancy glass door is the worst door in Battlefield 1. On to the next door on the list, the shack door. I don't know what to tell you about this door. It's a very fragile door that you can only find with the shacks. Now, if we were to rank doors by what they're giving entrance to, this would be the very worst because it's literally just an empty small shack. But it's not see-through, so you can hide behind this door and is therefore better than the big fancy glass door. Next up on the list we have yet another glass door, but this time partially. I call this one the partially glass door. The downsides to this door are pretty obvious. The glass lets you see other players on the other side and you can shoot right through it with ease. However, the lower part of the door is made out of wood, which you can also shoot through, but it takes a couple of more rounds to break and of course offers visual cover. The next door is very similar to the partially glass door. It's the partially glass door 2. Seriously, it's pretty much the same, you could swap these two around. Next up is yet another partially glass door, but this one is more fancy and a little bit more protective. Like, it's kind of the same with the bottom half being made out of wood and the top half is made out of glass, but it's less see-through because it has those decorations, and those decorations themselves are kind of bulletproof, so I'd rather hide behind this door than the other ones. Up next are the infamous green barn doors. These doors are bigger and therefore provide more cover, and they don't have any glass, so you can't really see through them, although they do have little cracks in them, so you can see if an enemy is on the other side if you look hard enough. When they are open though, they are very annoying to close, because you need to close each door individually, and that costs a lot of time, which could be the difference between life or death. The next ones are the blue corridor gates. You can find these primarily on the map Amiens. These are very similar in function to the green barn doors, but they are a bit tougher, they break less dramatically and have pretty much no cracks in them, so you can see if something is hiding behind it or not. Both the blue and the green doors are instantly destroyed by a single grenade, so there's that. In fact, so far all doors are instantly destroyed by a single grenade on this list, but that will change as the list goes on. Moving on, up next is what I call the regular door. Now, the regular door comes in a lot of different colors, such as brown, red, blue, green, and so on. But I did notice two different building variants. One breaks down in a way where there's only one horizontal plank left, and the other variant leaves these two crossed planks, which provides a little bit more cover and gives an opportunity to bipod your weapon. So I would rank that one higher. Also, they come in two conditions, if you will, one standard looking door and one in poor condition. I don't know, it just looks less fancy, and the fancy variant gives more cover when broken down, so I rank that higher. Next up on the list we have a big one. I call this one the big door. I mean, the name says enough. It's big, it's pretty tough, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Whereas normal doors are only partially broken, if this door gets fully broken, it is fully broke. Like, you can walk through it, it's that broken. There is no more door basically, so I can't rank it any higher than this. This door is primarily found on the map Ballroom Blitz. I don't know if there is any other map where you can find this. I think this map is the only one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the top 5 best doors in Battlefield 1. Amazing. These doors are something special, and the next one on the list are the slide doors from the train cars. These doors have something special to them. Firstly, they don't open regularly, they slide open. So nobody can just barge in and catch you by surprise. They are also very big, so that's good for cover. They can't break down by enemy gunfire, and they are always placed next to this window, which gives you an opportunity to shoot out of. However, one big letdown is that even though they don't break down by enemy gunfire, they don't stop the bullets. You can shoot right through them, so you can still catch them bullets. So it's more effective for stopping enemy players to come through and for visual cover, but it won't protect you from enemy gunfire. That's why I can't place it any higher than this. They also instantly break by a single grenade. Now, the next one on the list is even crazier. It's the fancy gate. Now, I know what you're thinking, how is this gate so high up the list? Like, it's open, you can shoot right through it, you can see right through it. And while that is true, it does have some other points. Firstly, it cannot get destroyed by a grenade. A normal grenade does no damage to this gate. And secondly, and this is the most important one, it stops enemy light vehicles. Here, check it out. As you can see, this Jeep is going full speed and it cannot get through, though tanks obviously can. So here's a quick tip: when playing operations on Ballroom Blitz, keep these gates closed at all times. It might help out the defending team. Next up on the list is yet another gate. It's the partially metal gate. This small gate is, you know, just a regular gate on the top half, and the bottom half is freaking bulletproof. So if you can manage to head glitch with this gate, you basically have a bulletproof shield right in front of you. Though one big drawback is that in most cases, because of its implementation, you can just simply climb over them, and you know, that's why I can't rank it any higher than this. But still, number 3, that's pretty good. For number 2 though, the number 2 very best door in Battlefield 1 is actually not really a door. Neither were the gates, but this is kinda even further from a door. It's the massive fortress gate. This gate is amazing. In fact, it's so good, I can see why you would want to switch this one with the number 1 spot. So, what makes this gate so awesome? Well, firstly, it blocks everything. Literally everything, from infantry to tanks to light vehicles, nothing gets through this gate. You can destroy it, you know, bullets, rockets, enemy explosives, it doesn't destroy it unless, you know, you explode the brick sides, in which case you can walk right past it, but still the gate itself cannot be destroyed, and it denies tanks and other ground vehicles. Another thing that makes it so good is that it is operated from the inside, from the other side of the gate. So when it's down, it can only be brought back up from that side. But speaking of which, getting this gate back up takes a very long time. But the coolest part though is that if you drop this gate on top of an enemy vehicle, let's say a tank, that tank is instantly destroyed, giving you the kill. So that's really good. Once this happens though, the gate is pretty much busted and it's open for everybody to go through. But now for the number 1 spot on the list, the best door in Battlefield 1 is the blue armored door. Pretty sure everybody knows them. These are the ultimate defensive doors. Why? Well, let me tell you. Firstly, they are bulletproof. Bullets don't do any damage, and you know what? Grenades also do any damage. Whether it be a normal grenade, light anti-tank grenade, normal anti-tank grenade, they don't do any damage. But the best part is that they lock from the inside. When you try to open them, when they are locked, you can hear this sound. cool detail, wish I included that in one of my details videos. But anyway, once they are locked, they can only be opened from the inside, or you can force them open with explosives. And here's a fun fact, if you deploy a limpet charge on these doors, they won't fully break, just the locking mechanism. But if you shoot at them with an AT rocket gun, the whole door is blasted off its hinges and can now be entered freely. And there you have it guys, a video of me ranking every door in Battlefield 1 from worst to best. Hope you guys enjoyed it, I hope it was worth it. Be sure to leave a like because this is the last Battlefield 1 worst to best video ever. I'll probably do a couple more for Battlefield 5, but until then, thanks for watching and I see you guys next time.